Welcome back. In this demonstration, we are going to learn how to make an envelope inside of our folder. During your time at Countryside, we'll be doing lots of different collage projects, and you're going to want a little place to put all of your pieces of paper. What happens is, in our folders, if we have a bunch of little pieces here, if you take your folder and turn it up, there's no side to it, and so all the little pieces will fall out of there as we work. So from week to week, you'll like to put your little teeny scraps that you're going to use for your collages back into your envelope. Take the top of the envelope and tape it down so that it'll stay shut. And we'll show you how to make that in this session. So you're going to start with a regular 60-pound piece of paper and make sure that you have your empty folder in front of you. Alright, you're going to turn your paper so it's standing up the tall way, the hamburger way. Then you're going to fold the top down, about 2 to 3 finger widths, just like this. Once you get it, it should be folded down like that. Then take the bottom, here's the bottom down here, and you're going to just lift this up a little bit so you can see the crease. Here's the crease. And you're going to take this bottom edge and slide it right up to the crease like that, so that it's right underneath there. And then you're just going to crease that one down so that we have this piece inside like that. Good. Now that you have that part done, I want you to just write here on the top of the envelope like this. You can just write the word top so we know which side is the top. Now we're going to take these two sides and fold them behind so that we can have two little tabs for gluing our envelope inside of our folder. So flip the whole thing over so the word top is facing down. And you're going to take this edge here and fold it over like that. And take this edge here and fold it over like that. Now we have to cut the top of the envelope. Flip your envelope back over and you'll see that I can't lift this top part up anymore because it's been bent around the back. So we need to cut these little tabs off. So open up your folder or your envelope and then flip it like this so that the word top is pointing towards your belly. And then give me a thumbs up. Good. Now that you have your envelope like that, you are going to use a pencil and draw on to your envelope these lines. You should have let me do it in black. You should have the fold lines crossing right here and the fold lines crossing right here. Okay, what you want to do is you are going to draw onto your envelope these lines. You're going to draw a line right here along that piece of the fold, and when you get to this intersection where those four pieces meet, you're going to draw a diagonal line down like that. Do that on the same thing on the other side. Line here, and right at that intersection, you're going to draw a diagonal line down like that. Now, we are eventually going to cut this, but what I want you to do is give me a thumbs up. I will come and check it, and if I give you a thumbs up and say, good, this is okay to cut, then you're going to cut right on those lines. Here is how to cut on the lines. Just take this, snip up to that intersection, and then snip this way from that intersection so that you have the top of the envelope. And to kind of show you what we're doing, we are making this piece right here, the piece that's going to flip up. Okay? Continue cutting this way, so that you have your top looking like that. When you have that, lift it up and fold these back so that they're folded down like that. Now we're going to have to glue so that we can glue this in our folder. We want to take the back piece and glue one little glue dribble there. We're going to glue a little bit right underneath there and squish that down and glue right here. And then we're going to glue here and we're going to glue right there. Okay? We are not going to glue the top. Alright, so I'm going to take my glue bottle, get it ready, tap and glue, pick the little glue off. I'm going to put a little line of glue dots right there, and then fold it over, put a little line of glue dots right there, put a glue dot right in the center, put some glue dots on this side, right on my wiggly line, flip that edge over, put glue dots on this wiggly line, and now I'm going to glue this inside of my folder. You'll notice that this student glued theirs in so the envelope is pointing up towards the outside or the top. So I'm going to open up my folder here I have for my example. All right, and if this is where your name would be, right there, you're going to take this and you're going to flip it over like that so that the envelope flap is pointing up. Okay? When you get yours glued down, give me a thumbs up. Good. Now that you have it glued down, we're going to put on the tape so that we can close it and tape it shut. You're going to need 3 pieces of tape. How many pieces of tape are you going to need? Good. So when it's time, I will tell you to go get your tape. And this is how you're going to do it. You lift up the piece of tape and then get, I don't know, maybe a couple inches. Hold your finger on the metal part, and then take this tape and pull it down and to the side. And you're going to need 3 of those pieces. So 1, 2, and 3. So I have my 3 pieces of tape. I'm just going to set these aside so that I can have them in a second when I need them. You can take them and just kind of put them on the edge of your table. When you get to the point of needing them, then you can have them right there waiting for you. Okay? First things first, we're going to take a pencil and we're just going to trace right along the bottom edge of this flap. You can see that pencil line. Okay? Trace that. Now take your first piece of tape and set your first piece of tape right on that line like this. So you can see how the tape is just a little bit higher than that line. Okay, and if I tilt this up a little bit like that, you can see the tape a little better. Okay, now your second piece of tape, you're going to hold this up and you want your second piece of tape to match on the inside here. So you're going to take your second piece of tape and you're going to lay it right at the top here. Okay, and you can see how that piece of tape is right in the same place. It's right above the other piece of tape. Now you're going to fold your envelope lid down like that, and you're going to take your third piece of tape and you're going to put it right over the envelope top and that other piece of tape. Okay, now the trick of this, now hold that up, you can kind of see how those 2 pieces of tape are overlapping. Now the trick of this is you can tape your envelope down, or you can peel it up and flip it around the edge so it doesn't get unstickied. Okay, and then it will not zip closed. But if you want, then you can go back and you can peel this piece of tape up, and then you can set your envelope top down and tape it closed so that the stuff doesn't fall out. Okay, and that is how we finish making an envelope for the inside of our folder.